Good morning. Namaste. It's Leanne Peters here from templeofbalance.com.au, Temple of Balance on Facebook and Temple of Balance on YouTube. And I'm here to share some guidance for Saturday and Sunday. I had to come out here. It's so windy, as you can probably tell. Lots of things have been cancelled today, like markets and things, because of the gale force winds that are coming through. So I thought and felt this would be perfect to come outside and share this guidance with you. There's a lot of purging and cleansing energy that's coming through over the last 24 hours or so. So I felt that working with the wind today would really help accelerate that movement and that purging that a lot of us are feeling coming through. So I'm very excited to be out here, and plus it's a warm wind, which is not that common here in Tasmania, because usually our winds come from Antarctica, which, as you could imagine, would be quite cold. So it's a warm wind. It's lovely. So hello, I trust that you're doing well. Extra special welcome to my Temple of Balance patrons, my Pillar of Light family, and all of those of you who support my work through my website. Thank you so much for your support. If you're new to watching, welcome. What I'm going to be doing is using my combined Animal Kingdom Oracle cards with my Speed of Light Oracle cards. They've combined to make a 110 card deck, and I'll be using these to find the best card for Saturday, the 29th of December, the best card for Sunday, the 30th of December, and then the best card for the theme for Saturday and Sunday. So I'm not doing personal requests for guidance here today. This is general guidance for everyone. So I trust that you've been led here for a reason, and I trust that something shared will be helpful and supportive for you. So the cat's here saying hello. Well, she thinks I'm talking to her, as you can see there. She's nudging me. She wants me to pat her. She wants me to talk to her. So there you go. So let's just get straight into it, shall we? So I'm shuffling the deck now and looking for the best card for Saturday, the 29th of December. So if it's not quite Saturday for you yet, you can think of this as guidance in advance. I didn't end up doing a video for Friday, so I can't refer you back to a previous video. I had a couple of days off, a couple of days break with my some of my sisters, two of my three sisters, and my mother and stepfather, and that was a nice bit of a break actually. So I'm back today, full force. So Saturday the 29th of December, I'm just shuffling and waiting for the best card to find its way to the top. Hello everybody. Sorry Puss, I've only got two hands today. And it's a Speed of Light Oracle card. It's this, the pause. Okay, let's get the deck somewhere where they won't blow away. I'll put the bell on top. So we've got card 25 called Pause. It says here, hold, time, transition, suspension, and limbo. So this is saying that Saturday, for some of us, may feel a bit like we're in limbo, like we're waiting for something to happen. And in fact, it does feel a bit like we are in limbo, I feel. There's a lot of preparing for the end of the year and preparing for the new year. There's a lot of new beginnings that are kind of in the pipeline, but are yet to really happen or really be implemented. We have to wait to a date in January or wait to a date in February for the change to actually be applied. So there is a sense of limbo in the air at this time, and we're being encouraged to work with it on Saturday. Sometimes we kind of resist limbo, or we resist change. We resist our waiting time, which just makes the waiting time more difficult. But it is part of life. It's part of the ebb and flow. So we are being encouraged to flow with the limbo, to flow with our time of waiting. So we can use this waiting time, we can use this limbo time to heal, to mend, to reassess where we are in our life and where we want to be going. So there's lots we can prepare for, lots we can get or put into place while we're waiting. Just because a door hasn't opened yet and we're not walking through it yet doesn't mean that we have to put everything on hold. We can just kind of let that be a prospect and tend to other things while we're waiting. There's plenty of things that we can focus on while we wait. So when I drew this picture, I saw this here as like a star being holding the earth here safe, holding our family, our loved ones, our possessions, the things that we need to do safe. They're not going anywhere. And this is us being held in this space of healing, almost like in a womb for rebirthing, a womb for releasing, clearing, getting the old out so that the new can grow within us. And a lot of us are going through a huge personal transformation right now. So pause, limbo, being in transition where the change hasn't been implemented quite yet. It can be uncomfortable. It can feel scattering for us. So let's just flow with it as best as we can. So that's Saturday's card. Now let's look for the best card for Sunday, the 30th of December. So Sunday the 30th. Take a nice deep breath and allow this time for you, especially if you haven't had much you time. Sometimes just things like this can be that 5 minutes, that 10 minutes that we need for ourselves. So Sunday the 30th of December, and I trust this is the best card for Sunday. It's one of my new animal cards, and it's this, the peacock. I don't think this has come up before since I've had this new deck in the video guidance. It's card 15, the peacock, and the peacock says increasing self-confidence. So on Sunday, we're being encouraged to increase our personal self-confidence and our self-belief. So how much we believe in ourselves to get the job done, to move forward, to start a new project, to try something new, to make changes, whatever it might be, to believe in ourselves now. And as we believe in ourselves more, it increases our self-confidence. And when we have self-confidence, we have clarity. And that clarity and that confidence then carries us forward on those, over those, or through those rapids of our life's path, through that river, that stream that we're moving through at this time. So if you're feeling a bit lacking in confidence, lacking in clarity, if you're feeling a bit confused, you're not really believing in yourself much right now, then Sunday's very favourable and supportive to turn that around. So what can you do to turn that around? How can you believe more in yourself or increase your self-confidence, increase your clarity? This is a question I'm asking myself so I can maybe offer some tips. So what do I do when I want to increase my self-belief? First of all, I look at what I'm feeling lack of in regards to my self-belief. Where am I feeling lack of value or lack of worth? And what do I need to clear about that to help bring or encourage that self-worth, that self-belief again? Where am I feeling low about myself? Where am I doubting myself? So looking at the opposite of the self-belief can actually reveal the issues so that we can clear them out of the way, like sweep them away and start building our self-belief again. We can also work with things like positive affirmations to help increase our self-belief. So things like, let me pluck something out of thin air. I believe in myself. I can do this. My confidence is increasing. My self-belief is increasing. Sometimes it's difficult to go from no self-belief or no confidence to feeling full self-belief and full confidence. So sometimes it's about softening that. My self-confidence is increasing. I believe in myself more and more every day. Do you know what I mean? So we're increasing and building on that each day. as best as we can. So how can you increase your self-confidence as you prepare to move forward into the unknown, as you prepare to move forward into the new year and the new that's shuffling and sorting and working its way into our life at this time and in the weeks and months to come? So that's the peacock. Excuse me for sniffling. My allergies are still not happy at the moment. So I trust that makes sense for your Sunday. Just do your best. That's all you can do, isn't it? So try not to be too hard on yourself. And sometimes that's, that's a great way to increase our self-belief and our self-confidence, is to soften our own self-criticism, our own self-attack, our own self-doubt. So as we're aware that we're being too self-critical or we're being too doubting about who we are, as we recognise that, we can do something about it. We can take steps to start breaking that pattern or that habit and start building who we are in a more positive and healthy way for ourselves. So I trust that makes sense. Now I'm looking for the best card for the theme. Actually, before I do that, really inspired to play the singing bell. Let's work with this wind and get some stuff shifted. Let's get some old energy out. So I'm just going to spend a few minutes playing the singing bell. This is a Tibetan singing bell. I've taken the ringer out and I'm playing it this way. You don't have to play it this way. This is what I do. Works for me. So I'm going to play this beautiful sound and we're going to work with this beautiful strong wind energy that's very purging and cleansing. And we're going to use this time, or I encourage you to use this time to release and surrender and clear out your own self-doubt, your own lack of self-belief, your own resistance to change, or whatever it is that's holding you back at this time. So let's use this time to release, work with your breathing, especially your out breath, to help you breathe out and to let go. Breathe out and surrender. Excuse me. So, nice deep breath. I'm not going to talk unless I really have to. So just being willing to surrender is what's really important. Don't question or doubt whether you're doing it right. Just trust you are. Let it go. Let your hold go. Thank you. Okay, let's get those cobwebs cleared out. Let's clear those boxes and the cat's now coughing up a fur ball right in front of us. Oh no, she might. If you hear coughing, I'm not a ventriloquist. It's the cat. She's stopped probably. You know, at this time period, as we're winding up the old year, this is a really important or opportune time to clear out and surrender everything we've been holding on to. So I'd be doing that, and I will be doing it, and I am doing that many, many times a day, is some really deep surrendering. So let's now look for the theme card for Saturday and Sunday. You are absolutely not alone, ever. And if you need to reach out, I am always here for you. If you need someone to talk to, or if you just want to offload your issues, I don't take anything personally and I don't take anything on board. So if you need to, I am here. If you need to, there are other people, I'm sure, that could be there or would be there for you. So just remember that you aren't alone. So the theme card will help bring these days together and help us see the bigger picture for Saturday and Sunday. So the bigger picture, we have this, an Animal Kingdom Oracle card, and it's a featured card. Very interesting. It's the Stellar Cycle. So let's honour that featured card. It says take the fourth card from the top. 1, 2, 3, 4. It happens to be another animal card. Oh, it's the dragon. Now listen to this. Okay, this is really cool. So this is perfect too, winding up the year. Oh, the cat left hair all over me. Okay, so we've got Stellar Cycle and the Fire Dragon. These have come up together for a reason, and I'm going to look at these cards separately, and then we're going to look at their relationship together. So why have they come up together? First of all, this is Stellar Cycle card 55. It's a timing card, and this timing card talks about the long term. It talks about 1 year. It's extra powerful if it comes up around the new year and also around your rebirth day, or your birthday, in other words. So this card is really potent right now, saying that this next year is a really important focal point for us, especially in regards to what this card is. This is one of the 5 dragon cards, and I would class these dragon cards as the most powerful cards in this deck. And this is the Fire Dragon, so it brings the fire element, and it says down here, well, first of all, it's number 23, and down here it says a powerful time of change. I also think of this particular dragon as like the phoenix energy. So the phoenix, that fiery energy of rebirth, of change, of bringing new into our life. And this is a very similar card to the phoenix. So it brings with it the fire element. The fire element we can think of as one, the fire star signs, which is Leo, Aries and Sagittarius. If that's you, that might mean something extra special for you. But the fire element ignites our solar plexus chakra. It's about our personal power. It's about igniting a passion, a strength, a determination, a sense of purpose within us. It's about making changes now and not settling for stagnant, toxic environments or spaces or relationships that are holding us back. This is about change. It's about movement. It's about burning away what's not working for us any longer so that the new can regenerate, like in a forest fire, where the fire in the forest burns through the forest in a very constructive way, because most forests actually need the fire to burn through. And the growth, the regeneration that's stimulated from the fire in a forest is really quite inspiring to me. So this is like what's going on for many of us right now, is that a fire is burning through us, our life, and it's burning away all the debris, all the stuff that's fallen off us, all the limbs, the negativity, the changes that we've made over this last 12 months, burning that away so we can be regenerated. So this is a powerful time of change, and especially over the next 12 months. So in the long term, it's going to be important for us to revive our passions, to revive our sense of purpose, to make changes and not be afraid to make changes. If we don't make them, they're just going to happen anyway, in a different, probably stronger way. So let's have the courage to improve our life, to make changes, to step into things that will be more supportive and beneficial for us. So they are the theme cards for Saturday and Sunday, which are perfect as we wind up the year. So what I would suggest, if you're inspired to, if you feel like if you're feeling a calling to, is to really use these next few days to clear and release and purge and let go and surrender of everything that's holding you back, especially things that you've been holding on to from this last year. Use this time now to strip yourself bare, to burn away the old in yourself, in your life, and allow yourself to wipe the slate clean as you step into the new year. So I will definitely be back for the new year, before the new year. I will likely, I don't know for sure, but I will likely be back on Monday, which is New Year's Eve, maybe for a healing event or something where we can really clear some stuff out and focus on that to welcome the new year in. I will be in for something on New Year's Eve for sure. So thanks for joining me today. I've used a combination of my Animal Kingdom Oracle cards and my Speed of Light Oracle. You can learn more about both or either deck on my website at templeofbalance.com.au. They work well together. They also work well on their own. So have a look if you're inspired to. I created them, and by purchasing those and working with them, you actually support my work, which I'm very, very grateful for. So thank you. Just a couple of things before I go. Well, first of all, if you enjoyed the video, please hit the thumbs up button. Please show us some love. Please comment or share if you're inspired to. And if you want to connect more privately, just send us a message through our website. I have our Australia tour. I haven't done one since 2014, and I'm inspired to get this happening again in 2019. So we've got most of the venues secured, except for Brisbane, of course. I'm not letting Brisbane stop me from releasing all the other cities. It just seems to be typical of Brisbane. No offence to Brisbane people, but we have constant problems with Brisbane venues and things. So at this stage, we have no venue for Brisbane. Maybe in the next couple of days, we might hear something back. But aside from that, we'll be coming, or we've penciled in to come to each capital city except for Darwin and Canberra, sorry guys, next winter, next year. So keep an eye out for tickets opening for Spiritual Surgery Practitioners course and our Shamanic Healing Day. You can come to either or both if you want to. So keep an eye out for that. They open in 3 days' time, almost exactly on the morning of New Year's Day. So that's coming up. If you want to learn more about me and the work that I do at Temple of Balance, please visit my website at templeofbalance.com.au. I've written heaps of books. I've got several card decks out. I make pendants like this, earrings, ceramics, artwork, meditations. We have a membership too for support if you want to take my work deeper. Lots of different things on there. Please check it out if you're inspired to. So thank you so much for joining me today, and have a fantastic rest of your day. I look forward to connecting with you again real soon. Sending you lots of love from my heart to yours. Thanks so much for watching, and namaste.